Hello everyone, this is DM Gashbad. I'm about to start a little hobby experiment. I've never tried this before, but if it works, maybe you guys would like to see it and it might help some people. If it doesn't work, then you'll never see this because I'll pretend it didn't happen and you won't see this video. So anyway, I've just finished painting most of this nice TTCombat Abandoned Brownstone building. It's one of those MDF kits for the Batman miniatures game. Anyway, I really like this kit. It looks really nice. However, there is one thing that I don't like the amount of work that I'm going to have to do. It comes with all these little, you can see them here, boards to board up the windows. And so I didn't want to glue these on ahead of time and then have to carefully paint and highlight each one. But I also didn't want to just paint them on the sprue, because then I'd have to cut them out and there'd be these little things I'd have to shave off and I'd have to go and touch them up anyway. So anyway, I've got this concept. What I'm going to do is I took this cardboard box and I got this spray adhesive. Let's see, whoops, that's not it. Sorry about that. There's the actual spray adhesive. Anyway, for those of you who are interested, this is actually a really garbage substance. I bought this for some other projects. It was recommended by someone. Anyway, it doesn't seem to do any good for adhering anything, except maybe paper or tinfoil, and even then, you're probably better off using something else. But for my purposes right now, this might do the trick. What I'm going to do really fast is I'm going to spray down this cardboard box top, and then I'm going to take something. In this case, I'm going to take this parchment paper. I'm just going to stamp it down and try and get some of the stickiness off. I'm just going to take this. Yeah, this stuff is terrible. It's not even sticking to this parchment paper, which I guess is the point of parchment paper. Anyway, we'll try that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start placing these little jobs on there. Oops, wrong way. Okay, let's try that. I'll go from there. One more, just to give you an idea. Okay, come back after that's done. So there you see I've just taken all those and I have stuck those on the spray adhesive cardboard box. And so they're stuck, they won't shift around, but they also can get peeled off relatively easy, which is what I want. So kind of like that. So next step is I'm going to hit it with the black spray primer, and yeah, we'll be back after that. So there we go, that's done, all nice and undercoated black. The next thing is we take our stupidly large brush and we take our stupidly large amount of dark brown paint and we just start painting. Okay, now it's dark brown. Now we're going to take that same big stupid brush and we're going to take a slightly lighter brown and we're going to give it a quick dry brush. Of course, actually by light dry brush I mean fairly heavy. And since that was so much fun, I'm actually going to go and do the exact same thing again, only with a slightly lighter shade of brown. One thing to note is that I've made little Sharpie marks showing me which way I've been dry brushing, so that hopefully when I keep going back over these, I'll have it all going the same way so that the high points keep highlighting themselves and it makes a bit more sense. And again. And why not? We'll do it again. And final verse, same as the first. Okay, so these boards are all nicely dry brushed. So now what I'm doing is I'm going in with a dark silver and I'm painting in all those nails that they cut for me. Now I could actually go and do that after I've glued these things on the building itself, but I think it's going to be easier to just paint them on the, while they're stuck to this cardboard box. I went and I painted all the little nails silver. Yeah, I may have gone and dabbed a little highlighting on those. But here's where we find out if all this is going to work. So because spray adhesive is so terrible, what I should be able to do is just pop these guys right off. There you go. Now they're all nicely painted. And then I just go and take regular white glue and glue them to the model itself. And so yeah, that all seems to be working. If I can, I'm going to try and pull them off so that the top highlights end up at the top and the bottom highlights end up at the bottom. Where's my little arrow? There it is. So this edge should be the one that faces up. I'll try and keep that in mind. Quick note here, I've found that some of these planks are stuck on a little better than others. So what I've been doing is I've been taking my sculpting tool and I've been just sliding it underneath these things. Give them a little help just in case I might tear these as I'm trying to peel them off. That seems to work pretty well. And with that, it looks like this is all done. So I think that worked. Nothing went too terribly wrong. I don't know if it's actually worth buying a can of spray adhesive in order to do this, but if you happen to have one lying around and you're using these little architectural details, this might be a nicer way of painting them. I certainly don't think I would have enjoyed gluing all these on and then carefully painting and highlighting these things so that I didn't get any paint on the surface of the brownstone bricks. So in that regard, I think that worked out. So yeah, again, this is the TTCombat Abandoned Brownstone. I think it's a really nice kit. I'm a fan of their work. If I were to build another one of these things, I think I would add a little bit more debris in this fenced area here. Maybe take a couple more washes. If I was really a true dedicated hobbyist, I would definitely add some graffiti and some posters along here. I think that would really bring it to life. Some washes or staining along where these things meet also wouldn't be too bad. But for the time being, I'm happy with this. Hopefully you'll get to see it in a battle report at some point. All I need to do is hit it with the matte sealant just to make sure I don't end up with any chips or anything like that. Let's get a close-up of some of these details because they're really nice. I do want to build some of my own buildings, but man, they definitely wouldn't come out with all of these little cracks and architectural details, so it's nice to have that. I did forget to put on the AC power unit that hangs out of these windowsills. So again, if I do another one of these, and I think they would look nice in a row, definitely add those in. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully someone got something useful out of that. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one.